Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I realized like maybe a week or two ago that last year I made like a reflection video called My Freshman Year at Stanford, and I made that at like June, like right after the school year ended. And this year I totally forgot about it, and I was definitely planning on making one, but I just like hopped on a flight to Mauritius and forgot about everything. So here we are making that video. I honestly think it might even be better that I'm making this video so late, because I've definitely learned a lot this summer about myself and kind of like how I want my life to be. And I think that'll be really useful in reflecting on this past year, because oh my god, this past year has been something. Okay. Like, I'm not really sure how to like dive into it because there is just so much, but to begin, I'll just say that a lot of people, there's this like phrase called the sophomore slump, and I've heard it used quite a bit by students that go here, students that go to other schools. Kath in college made a video about it actually, I'm pretty sure, and it basically just means that like your freshman year is all like, yeah, like school, woohoo, it's my first year at college and everything's so nice and fun and everything, right? And it's like such a unique contrast from high school and like living at home with your parents, and now you're like on your own, you can do whatever you want, right? So that's like freshman year. And then sophomore year is kind of like when that energy starts to die down and like you have to get more serious about your classes, picking your major, all those very important, monumental life decisions. And you kind of like go into this slump, I guess. And I can definitely see like why that would happen. Freshman year, a lot of the friends that you'll make are probably going to be in your freshman dorm, and it's a very distinct contrast to go from like always having your closest friends like literally like across the hall from you in freshman year to like living sometimes across campus from your best friends sophomore year, and just not always having that support system so readily available. For me though, sophomore year was anything but a slump. Like, I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but sophomore year was just way wilder for me than freshman year completely. Like I don't even, so okay, feel free to like go watch my freshman year video, by the way, if you want some like more detailed context, but I just think that my freshman year was like very, very tame and uneventful. Like, not much really happened my freshman year. Like, I made some like pretty solid friends and like took classes and like, I don't know, I really, okay, as far as like partying goes, I didn't really party that much freshman year. I like went to a couple frat parties, especially in the beginning of the year, to like test the waters and see if I like them or not, and I didn't really like them, so I just like didn't go to a lot of them throughout the year, which is not what usually happens apparently. Usually freshman year is your wild year, right? And then you slowly die down from there. Sophomore fall quarter was my biggest partying quarter by far. Literally every single weekend I'd go out with friends, and like not just once a weekend, Friday, Saturday, a couple co-ops on campus also do like, so there's one co-op that does wine and cheese on Wednesday nights, and then immediately following that there's another co-op that does happy hour until like I think 1 in the morning on Wednesday nights. So yeah, this would get into like a weekly routine. And it was a lot of fun. It was. But winter quarter, we definitely that fizzled out and we got more serious about our classes. That's actually another very big difference. Freshman year, I took a lot of like classes from different departments and kind of did like a sampler of like a bunch of different majors. Sophomore year, I started like honing in on the major that I wanted to pursue, and so I took a lot of classes that were actually like so interesting to me, and I felt much more engaged with the coursework I was taking. So yeah, winter quarter, we buckled down so hard. We started going to the library. I had never been to the library my freshman year except for one time, and it was a class field trip to like show us how to like use whatever databases to like make a good works cited, right? That was the only time I ever went to the library freshman year. Fast forward to sophomore year, winter quarter, I was going to Green Library all the time. We would like text each other at like 10 p.m. and be like, hey, like I have some work to do, so I'm gonna be at Green, and then like we'd meet up in the Bender room, which is like this really big, well-lit room, I think on the 5th floor. Yeah, and it's got like some nice comfy couches, but also like tables and stuff. It's a really pretty room, is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, so we go there. We also go to the law library sometimes. So yeah, that would be like a rough summary of winter quarter. Definitely didn't go out as much, but still, if there were like parties that either our friends had hosted or we knew that like a lot of people we didn't know would be there, then we'd go. Spring quarter, spring quarter was probably the roughest quarter I've ever been through. Not class-wise, because if you've seen my freshman year video, I'm sure I said that my freshman winter quarter is definitely my toughest quarter class-wise. Sophomore spring, it wasn't the course load, it was definitely more like socially challenging. I don't want to like go too much into it, especially because it's not about like any one person in particular. It was just about like, there's a lot of challenging dynamics going on at this time. I guess in short, I just figured out who my real friends were. Stereotypical as that sounds. I mean, I'm trying to think of like the most diplomatic way to say this, and I don't know, like, okay, so let's just say that these are the people in my life. So some came in and some left, and some of the people that came in turned out to actually be visitors, so they also left. But in this entire process, I was able to discover just how full this circle actually was. And so yeah, it was okay. It was like, besides any of the struggle that was going on in my social life at the time, I did find out who, it did allow me to realize just how many people I had in my life and that were truly there for me during this tumultuous time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so as you can see, sophomore year had a lot of, I guess, in contrast to freshman year. So freshman year was kind of like this, right? Maybe a couple hills, but mostly flat. So sophomore year, in comparison to that, was a lot of really crazy like highs but also lows, and it's definitely challenging, but I think I grew a lot from it. So tying back into the academic part, like I was saying, I was taking a lot of classes that I was actually super interested in, and it allowed me to figure out what exactly I wanted to major in. Similarly, socially, I figured out where and with whom I wanted to spend my energy. And wow, we are just finding some nice symmetry in my life right now. No, but yeah, so I guess that was my sophomore year. I don't really remember what I talked about in my last year video, but I think this was like a good summary of how I felt about sophomore year. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Are you excited? Are you afraid for the start of new school year? Let me know how you're feeling, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!